start, let me introduce myself. I'm Youngmin Lee from Korea, Ina University, and today I'm gonna talk about Korea, university life in Korea. So, as you see, my name is Youngmin Lee. I'm currently majoring in global finance and international banking. I'm third year in Ina University. I worked in Ina University ISN, which stands for International Student Network, which helps international students in Ina University. And I am currently doing a president in a student club named KNL, which stands for Kim and Lee. And well, as being a founder, we're helping exchange and international students in Ina University. And I did the KGYC, which held it by Ilya University last year, July. And at that time, I came here and did the same presentation, and I'm here again, so I felt very honorable. Thank you very much, guys. So let's see the table of the content. So we're gonna see the study in Korea, and then we're gonna talk about how Korean students hang out, of course, and then we're gonna see the campus and festival, important, and international students, how do they hang out, how do they live, how do they study, and then how is student club in Korea, and then finally we're gonna do master's degree program, and then we're gonna do a bit of Q&A, and then it's gonna finish. Let's start. So we're gonna see from the study in Korea. So let's start from why. Why do they study? Before we start, by the way, why do you guys study? I was kind of wondering. Okay, President, could you tell me why do you guys study in Ilya University?
It's one of the best universities in Korea.
Okay, but what's the reason of studying?
To have a good future.
Ooh, okay, that's really nice. Same in Korea. So Korean people study to, well, get a good job and get a very high quality job, basically. And getting a job, basically, it depends on the high GPA and what did you do in university. So that's why Korean people study very hard, and as I presume you guys already heard, there's a very big competitions. Everyone is very competitive and wants to get a very high GPA, so they study a lot. And I presume a lot of people think Korean people get scholarships, but we don't actually. Only like 2 or 3% of the top students get the scholarships, and the other ones, they usually don't. They get like scholarships maybe from outside of the universities, but only like top students gets the scholarships. And how do we study? Basically, most of the people, they study alone, basically, because as I mentioned, it's very competitive in Korea, and everyone's kind of competition. There's competition, and everyone's kind of competitive. So they basically don't want to share that much, but at the same time, we help each other sometimes. So it's I would say half. And since they can get help from the mentors or mentor programs. So a lot of senior students help their juniors and give some information and stuff. And where this is also kind of typical thing in Korea, but every university library has this how do you say studying place, kind of as you can see in the picture. So everyone just goes to the study room and study, or it's basically like 24/7. So everyone can just, don't sleep and just study in exam period. And also like entrance of corridors also open for the studying people. So there's like chairs and desks and stuff. So everyone can just study basically. And when do they study? Oh, I was also kind of wondering, when do you guys start studying? Anna, could you tell me, when do you guys start studying?
Like before the exam.
Yeah.
When we know the exact date of the exam, I I personally start studying 1 or 2 weeks before the exam.
1 or 2 weeks.
Yes.
Oh, same in Korea. We usually just start like 2 weeks before. Like midterm exam starts on the 8th week and the final term starts on the 16th week. So we basically have like 7 weeks before the exam period, and we just hang out or get a job or do something in 5 weeks, and then we just study 2 weeks. And a lot of people get a good grade. I wonder how. And well, most students prefer the exams more than team projects, because since team project you cannot manage the preparation time, but exams that they can just do individually, so it's more convenient. And what do they study? As you can see in the picture, those are my mates. We usually just focus on the studying of our major, but usually a lot of people also studies another major, doing the double or some other majors, so they also study about that. And some of the people, they study about some certifications that usually affects on their majors. Like me, I personally studied about the financial management, and also it helped for the classes, so like this. And whom? As you can see, if we study together, we usually like don't study that much. We kind of talk or a bit sleep, so we kind of do individually. I'm not very sure in Georgia, but we cannot like focus on the study if we do together, so we kind of do like separately. But at the same time, we sometimes ask help from our superiors or seniors or those kind of older people. So I got like a bit of questions from students who wants to study in Korea. So let's see very briefly. So there's one question, which is it true that competition in Korea, Korean school life is intense? If so, why is it that the case? I would personally think it's very competitive. It's because related to historical reasons, and well, social structures or well, education are very high valued, and also well, university entrance exam is very, very, very stressful. So a lot of people are obsessed with studying. I think it's belong to that, and also there's a social stigma that everyone consider you, if you graduated good university, then they think like, oh, that's a very hardworking person, and if you don't, they would say, didn't study that much when he was in high school or something, kind of things. There are also effects. And the second question, is it difficult for international students to study in Korea? What aspects might be challenging? Well, I would say it's not that hard as you'd imagine, but at the same time there's some language barriers, well, competitions which is very unfamiliar for the other country people, and also there's some exam systems that you'd not get that fast, so it might be a bit bothered to you, but it doesn't matter that much. It's not that hard, and it's not that hard to get a good GPA, so don't worry. If you want to study in Korea, please do. It's not that hard. And what is the most challenging aspects of studying in Korea as a Korean student? This personally, as a Korean student, there's a lot of actually stressful things. Like basically, as a man, I need to go to military, that also affects. And well, what am I going to do after graduation? Like general people, or well, maybe like stress from the competitions, from the exams or team projects, and also tiredness from well having being over polite to superiors or elder people. You might imagine like you just need to just change the language a bit, but it's quite different. So it's also a bit stressful. And would you recommend that foreign students study in Korea? Is it not too difficult? As I mentioned, well, I would highly recommend you to study in Korea because, well, I have been seeing more than, I would say, 200 international students, and they all enjoyed their studies. And some of them had some difficulties, but it was not also related to serious problems, and they all enjoyed their lives, so I would highly recommend. And also, Korea is a very fun place to come, so please do. we're gonna see how Korean students hang out. This is quite important part personally. So let's see. As a Ina University student, today I should be a lecturer who explains a general Korean university life, but as a Ina University student, I'll just show some of the Ina University life. Well, us Ina University Baekgate, there's a very big area named Inayaksa Hori, it's in Korean, and there's like more than 50 cafes and 70 restaurants that like every 2 minutes if you walk you can just find any places to eat or drink or hang out, so which is kind of great. And well, students, they don't need to go far, like to go to Seoul, or it doesn't take that much, so they can just walk a bit and then just go and grab something and or hang out, which is not very far from their houses, dormitory residence is not very far. So I would say in Korea there's a lot of places which makes it very convenient. So, and how general university students they hang out. Well, the drinking culture in Korea is quite important because a lot of meetings after work or after team projects or things like that, they talk and they do meetings or something very important things while they are drinking, and also they do some kind of activities like blind dates or meetings, or maybe new people welcome day or something like that. So I would say that's also important. At the same time, a lot of people wants to hang out alone or with only one friends, so they would go to karaoke or PC rooms. I presume you guys already seen the PC room in TikTok or somewhere. But a lot of people usually go there because it's first of all very cheap, and second of all, there's a lot of places. Like you can also find that in every 2 minutes every time you walk. And some people who might appreciate the arts and enjoys the musics, then they would go and listen to busking. Especially in Hongdae Street, there's a lot of people who's busking, singing, playing guitars and stuff. So a lot of people goes there and just enjoy a night with music. And And also how Korean students hang out at night. Well, there's like several ways. First of all, kind of an important part of the Korean night culture, which is going to club. Well, in Korean club, it's very huge, and there's several clubs also, and they just love to go there and just dance and hang out. And it's quite good quality, I would say, so I recommend you to visit one day if you come to Korea. And another aspect of Korea's night culture is drone shows and laser shows. If you go to Seoul or some specific places, you can also see these laser shows, which only at night. But it's not every day thing, but it's during this summer or some special occasions or something like that. You can also see those kind of beautiful things, like here. And also, one of the very unique Korean culture, I would say, is the study cafe, which is 24/7 works, and basically there's nobody who's working there. So basically, you can just pay a small amount of money, and you can just anytime go there and just study. Basically, high school students goes there a lot because to prepare their exams. But in these days, university students also goes there a lot because sometimes in university there's no space or seats, so they just go and study. And they also like prepare some small drinks or snacks, so that's also good. Yeah. Oh, and before we go, there's 2 QR codes if you're very interested in. You can also scan and check. And we're gonna see about campus life. I don't know. just campus. So as you notice, all of the presentation pages are showing the campuses like Yonsei University, Korea University, and a lot of universities. So next page, there will gonna be a campus. And if you guys can guess, which university is this? And I didn't brought anything right now, but I maybe can give you some snacks or something. So if you know, please, raise your hand and tell me. So if anybody, please.
I'm not sure. Is
Okay.
it Yonsei?
Okay, which one is Yonsei? Okay, then the other one is? Wait. Oh yeah, okay, Yonsei, and that one is? Korea one. Okay, so I'm not very sure who had the right guess, so I'll just pass this question and let's go to the next stage. So, I was kind of surprised after I came to Georgia, and Ilya University has separated campus, which is really cool, I personally think. And also, it's quite convenient when you have like a separate universities. You can just visit there, you can just study here and there, and eat here. You can choose. But in Korea, there's like we call campus like very huge area, and there's like a lot of buildings, and then you just call that campus in Korea. So students generally think the campus matters of the university's reputation, and a quality of campus is very important part of the credits for the universities that high school people choose the universities. So as you can see, those are Yonsei University and Korea University, so which looks kind of like a castle or some very big something. So, and also the below that it's Ina University, and as you can see, it's just like a one big place, and there's like several buildings. But sometimes here's the problem: like the place is too big, or if it's some if it's like a mountain, then you need to go to that left side to right side to go to classes. So sometimes it's quite hard to walk, but we also use the scooter kind of thing, like a scroll, so it also makes you very convenient. And the beauty of the campus, modernify facilities, size also matters. So people also think about the campus before they choose which university they were going to apply. So it is also a very important part. And I prepared some bit of video. Basically, this is Korea University. Let's watch. And there's another video which shows Ina University. Let's see very briefly. that was in a university. Cool, isn't it? Yep. And we're gonna see about the festival. In Korea, festival is very important part, one of the part. Well, we held a very big festivals, and which also affects on campus reputation. Well, the school festival, well, as I mentioned, school festival is very important in Korea, which school itself and the student council thinks very seriously, and they call very popular celebrities and singers to do performance, and the scale and quality of the festival basically reflects the school's size or reputations. So students' preference also they also pay attention on here, and there's a similar tradition exists called 연고장 or 고연장. Basically, as I showed you, there's like two biggest and highest and greatest university, which is Yonsei University and Korea University. Since 1996, I'm not very sure with this part, but since 1990 something, they had like some baseball games and football games, and after that it became kind of meme or like trend. So every year they have like festivals and sports games that they compare each other, who's better and which university is higher. And this video is in a university on 2023. As you can see, there's a lot of people, and it's quite enormous. Do you guys know who is that? That is me, basically, but I'm not a singer, so do you guys know? No? Okay. Okay. I also not very sure who was he. Who is it, but I hope you guys know BY. You guys do? Okay. BY came to our university in 2024, summer. Let's see. Sound is not that good right now, but you can search in YouTube also. BY is a very good rapper and one of the best rapper in Korea, so please search, guys. I'm very sorry, I didn't mean that. He's a cool guy. Okay, so, and while during the festival, we usually have like festival weeks for like 1 or 2 weeks, and during that time, during the period, we have street food. As you can see, it's also very enormous. Sometimes university calls a food truck, and a lot of stores comes to university and they sell food. Or students also sell some food like sausages or barbecue or hot dogs or kind of stuff. And we have a firework. As you can see, it's really beautiful, and it's also kind of enormous. Well, it looks good, isn't it? And game booth. It's also one of the important part. You can enjoy some games. As you can see, here's a concept is Squid Game, as I presume you guys all know Squid Game? Yeah. Oh yeah, okay, that's great. So they always have this kind of concept at that time. It was the Squid Game because it was very popular at that time, now too. So, and we call celebrities in university. Unfortunately, never had the new jeans, but sometimes new jeans or girl groups goes to good universities. So, yeah. I think so. I hope so. Okay. That's great. And this is the festival video. Let's watch it very briefly. And now we're gonna see about international students. So there's like a 4 types of international students in Korea. Basically, there's a bachelor students, master's degree students, exchange students, and sometimes visiting students. As you can see, oh, and by the way, there's some familiar face, isn't it? And yeah, as you can see, you can recognize who is bachelor student and who is exchange students, or who is master's degree student by their face or wall, I would say, feature. Usually, bachelor degree students, they are they study very hard always because of the GPA and scholarships and everything. They are very hard-working people, so you can recognize that that's bachelor degree student kind of thing. And there's a master's degree student over there, and she's basically French, and as you can see, she looks very confident and comfortable, right? Like that, you can recognize with the faces, like, so she managed the stress. Okay, so she's master's degree student, like this. And you can definitely recognize exchange students because they usually are in the bars or somewhere, or some places like libraries, but you can recognize them. Or maybe you guys can be one of them, right? So, yeah. And there's also visiting students, like they sometimes visit with the special occasions like a summer camp or some programs for like very short time, like 1 week or 2 weeks, or maybe like 1 month, like me. And so yeah, Thank you very much. Okay, so this was the type of the international students, and let me show you what international students basically do in university. So as you can see, and in university specifically, and also general universities has the international students helpers, supporters. Korean students take the international students to famous places or attractions, and this is basically that one. Yeah, we went to very good places, and that's basically next to Namsan Tower. I presume you guys know. I hope. Thank you. And there's sometimes some interviews, like every department needs to get this interview sometimes, like sometimes engineers, sometimes business. At that time, we had a business AACSB interview, and a lot of international students should have come and do the interview to prove our university's globalized level. So that, and also, as you can see, they also prepare the presentations or university stuff. So that's me and my mates, which is Mongolian and Hong Kong guy. So yeah, I don't know how to say Hongkonian. Yeah, but yeah, anyways, so we prepared for the presentation and it was great. And we do have a graduation event for the exchange students every semester. We prepare the gown and places we can take a picture, and we always make a record for like graduation. I presume Ilya also has this kind of gown thing, and right?
Yes.
Great. Okay. Let me show you what are you guys gonna do and what you're gonna be if you come to Korea as an international student. So first, you're gonna arrive at Korea, and then you're gonna face various things to do. As you can see, you need to buy eSIM, you gotta get a home, housing, and then you're gonna need to apply for the classes, you gotta get roommates, be friends, and meet the professors, open a bank account, etc. A lot of things. But that's not the problem. After that, you're gonna get lots of good experiences. Like, you're gonna go to classes. Classes are basically fun. As you can see, it's fun. Yeah, and I would suggest to do not apply for the morning classes. This is my personal tip, but you're not gonna make it. And if you absent or late more than, not late, but absence more than 3 times, so which if you late more than 4, then you're gonna get an F, so be careful just in case. And you're gonna join the student club, which we have various ones. I'm gonna explain later, but we have a lot of good quality student clubs. So, and we're gonna go to Seoul or Incheon or somewhere very popular and famous tourist places with maybe local Korean people or maybe yourself or something. But well, there's a lot of places to go and a lot of attractions to enjoy. So yeah, it's good. And you're gonna face the midterm and final term exams. Welcome to University Korea life. So atmosphere could be a bit serious, I would say, but don't worry, it's just a university and you can just chill, study, and it's not actually that hard, so fighting. And graduation events. After the semester finishes, after the final exam finish, the basically semester finishes, and then we'll have a graduation event. After that time, it's basically like semester ends, so everyone can just choose like chill, hang out, or travel, go home. So basically, that's the end of the semester. And you're gonna basically, of course, obviously, you're gonna come back to Korea again, as you can see. So see you again. Now I'm gonna talk about the student club. So basically, student club is very important student of the student life in Korea, because it helps you to get a friend if you don't know everybody in university, or it also helps you to get some information from your seniors, and also they share some very important information, so you can also get it from the children. So it's very important, and usually in Korea there's like fee. Every club has like a 30,000 Korean won, which is 60 jol, up down 60 jol, lari, I think. And usually people joins a student club with the website named Every Time, and they can just like find a club like this, and then if you click this, you're gonna see this kind of informations, and then you can just apply from the Google form. I think the difference between the Georgia and Korea is that we don't have the interview system, because everyone's kind of like very serious about the club also, and yeah. So, and as you can see, those are the English available club list. It's standard of the inner university, and of course the other university has more than that. And so these are the clubs that I've joined, basically. So there's a lot of like theme of clubs. There's like sports, international ones, culture studying, and also there's like art or music, or etc. A lot of things. Basically, inner university has more than 100 registered official clubs, and if we put the unofficial clubs, it's gonna be like more than 200 ones, which is, I would say, a lot. And every club has like a lot of people inside. So I presume you guys would have fun inside from the club too. And about the 30 to 40-ish percent of the clubs would support the English. So you guys can find at least one club of the one thing. Yeah. So I basically joined the international club and sport. Basically, this is judo, and that's me. Yeah. And cultural clubs and studying. This is not me, by the way. So let me introduce some of the clubs that I've joined. One of them is ASIT, which is International Students Association, and they do like a lot of meetings. They provide some meetings that we can meet international students and Korean students, so we can exchange languages and all those stuff. So we had a Halloween party, and we sometimes have like American style dance party, or hikings, like some sports or mini-meet. This is quite cool, because this is one of the opportunities that the Korean people can meet international students, vice versa too. So we can get to know each other and being a friend from that way. And this is KNL. I proudly represent KNL as a founder. That's basically my club. So we do the field trip, movie night, baking volunteer works, and MT. And MT is also one of the big part of Korean universities. MT is basically like a retreat that you go somewhere, like maybe beach or somewhere far, and you get to know your major people or some club people, and then you became friends and you enjoy the nights, etc. And yeah, so as a founder, I'm running these clubs, and I hope you guys would come to United University and join this club too. So now we're going to talk about the master's degree program and scholarships. As a person who didn't undergraduated person, I am not very familiar with the programs, but still, let's see. So basically there's like 3 forms of scholarships. So there's like university funded and corporate, like company funded, and government scholarship.